Yesterday I have given an assignment. How many of you answer? Like that it is. And then following with the custom pipe, but we haven't discussed anything about the custom pipe. Okay, let me first explain you plural pipe. Later I can explain you how to work with okay, how to work. What is the third one? Custom pipe exam. So for that, I'll create a component nggc plural pipe, I can say hyphen skip hyphen test. Now I'll go to my TS file. Save it. Right. Now you can see I'll run my application. Before that, ngs hyphen o hyphen project is equal to, I'll say pipes demo. Right. So this is how it is going to be. Generally, like what I told you when I say about I-18 and plural, it is mainly used for, like, get the length and everything. And based upon that, we will be displaying the relevant message. That is how it is going to be. So first what I can do is, I'm going to create a couple of items here. So the first thing is going to be, let's say, public messages, that what I am giving, and the type is going to be, it's a string array where I can create as an empty one. After that, public, I'll be taking some count over here, and the type is going to be the number. Let me initialize with 0. And after that, I'll be using public message, and the type is going to be the string is equal to, let's give some empty value. And after that, I'll create some Boolean. So message, okay, it's a type Boolean, and I'm initializing with some default value. Okay, so this is how it is going to be. I created what? 4 property. One is messages, another one is the count, another one is the single message, which is of type string. And after that, I have a Boolean variable that is show message, that what I'm. And then following with, let us have public, okay, public notification map, that what I can say is equal to. Now what I want to do is, I'm going to create something like this, equal to 0, then no new message, no new message I can say. And at the same time, I'll be giving 1. If it is 1, I'll be displaying a message to the user, something like 1 new message. And if it is going to be 2, I'll be writing something like 2 new messages. Like that, I'll be adding another one that is going to be other than what I can say. And for that one, just what I can do is I'll be giving a hash messages. Just so here, this is what I'm trying to display. That means we have like, if you have multiple, then I can display something like this, hash messages or something. So now what I just wanted to do is, let me take an ng init. Okay, let's say, I hope you people might know what is the purpose of it. ng on init. Okay, ng on init, which is a life cycle hook or which can be executed whenever the component is going to be loaded. Now, what I want to do, whenever my application or my component is loaded, then what I want to do, I'm going to get the count, okay, from the messages that what we are having. This dot, okay, this dot messages dot, we have a property that is the length property, and I'm going to initializing to that particular one. Okay. Hello. So till this, do you have any questions to ask? Tell me. Any questions for anyone? Hello. Everyone is clear, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good.
Yes, sir.
Now what I just want to do is, let me go to my pipe one more time. Right. Here I'll go for a design, and the design is going to be, let's have a div, and I have a class that is going to be container fluid, that what I can say. Okay, container fluid is the class that what I am giving. And after that, let's say I'm taking I18N plural pipe demo, that what I can give a simple message. And here what I can do is I'll take a div where I'm giving, okay, border as going to be 3. And after that, I'll be taking input hyphen group I can give as the class, and the width is going to be some around 25, that what I can give. After that, I'll be taking an input type as going to be the text. And after that, let's say form control, that what I can give. Okay, form control, that what I can give. And before that, what I can do is I'll be using an ng model. Okay, ng model is equal to whatever the message we are having. We have a property over there, right? Just you can see. Let's come back here, and we have a property that is going to be the message property. I'll copy that and then giving it over here. Okay, same thing, that what you can give. But we have an error. What is that error? Tell me. Cannot bind an ng model since it is not a known property of an input. How to overcome this? Tell me.
Forms module.
Right, very good. We'll go to the app module, and in that app module, I'll be including what? Let's say forms module, that what I can give, and save this application. And this is how it is going to be. Now, what I want to do is, whenever if user has entered some text over here, and I'm able to store that into the message variable. And when user click on a button, let's have a button over here. I'll be having a button, and button is having btn. And after that, let's give btn hyphen primary, that what I can say. Okay, primary, that what I can give. Let's take a simple span tag where I can have a bootstrap icon, bi hyphen span, that what I can give. Okay, sorry, send, I'm sorry. Send, but send is the one that we have. Okay, just I'm displaying like this. Okay, I'm displaying something like this. Now, when user click on this button, I'm going to send a message so that, let's say, send a click is the function that what I'm trying to define. And here I'll copy and then paste it over there. After ng on in it, I'll be writing a simple functionality, something like this. Now you could see the design how it is going to be, right? Hello. A simple text box and then following with a button. And for this button, what I am giving, I'm just giving a bootstrap icon. That is the send icon that what I have given over there. So now what I want to do is, whenever user send a message, then I'm going to store that particular one. Okay, I'm going to store that particular one into the messages. So how we can do that? Let's say, first I'll be getting like, the date and time, where now is equal to new date that what I can say, and then this dot messages dot. We have an array method, that is the push method is available. Now into the push method, what I can do, this dot, I have the message, and at the same time, let me give a simple colon or some separator, what you wanted to give, you can. And after that, let's get the date that what we are having, so that I can give now dot. We have two local time string. Okay, I'm just giving something like this, two local time string, that what I can say. Did you understand what I have done? That means whenever if user has entered a message over here and then click on the send button, now what I want to do, I'm going to get like, the date, current date, and I'm storing that message into the messages array, and then I'm attaching some time format for that. Right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
And at the same time, the count is also going to be changed definitely, so that what I can do, I'll take the count one more time. Let's copy that and then bring it over here. So this start count equal to this start messages start length that what I can give. At the same time, I'm going to write a simple alert to the user, something like message sent. Message sent I'm using, and after that, this dot message is equal to, I'll be giving an empty value over there. That's it. Now you see how it would be when user enters something like this. Suppose let's say if I'll be giving hello and then click on OK. Now you can see message sent. After that it is cleared. And at the same time, when user give welcome and then click on OK. Now you can see we have message sent, and this is how it is going to be. Okay. So like that, I'm sending like different messages, and all those messages are going to be stored in an array. Okay. All those are stored in an array. And just a minute, please. That is what my requirement. That means, so what I can do, I'll go to my components HTML, and in the component HTML, after this particular div, now what I want to do is, let's add a button. Okay, let me add a button, and this is also going to be BTN and BTN hyphen primary, that what I can say. Okay, BTN hyphen primary I can say, and I'm just writing some position property for that one, position relative, that what I can give, and at the same time, let's give the width as going to be 25. Let's have the width that is 25, that what I can give, And here, I'll be taking another span tag where I can have a bootstrap icon and bootstrap icon hyphen bell that what I can give, just a messages length that what I can give. When I give something like this into this span tag, suppose if I'll be writing something like messages dot length that what I can give, it will get the length or not. Now you can see, I'll go to here. I'm able to see like, the messages are not here. Tell me. Okay, it is refreshed because now you can see when I give hello and then click on OK. Now message sent. And now you can see, am I able to get one or not? You can see, suppose let's say, welcome that what I can give and I click on OK. Now you can see two I have given. And at the same time, when I'm giving Shrikant, and then you can send, now you can see I'm able to get three. When I give, let's say, welcome to Naresh IT, and then click on OK. Now I'm able to see like, the four over here. But my requirement is what I don't want to display like, 4, 5, something like that. Rather, what I want to do, I'm going to display a proper message to the user. That is what my requirement. For that reason only, if you can observe that I have created a map over here, right? A notification map is there. Now, what I want to do at the time of displaying the length of here, okay, the length that what I'm having, I'm just applying a pipe that is I18 plural pipe. Understood? I18 plural pipe. And here, based on what we have, notification map, I can say. You can see the notification map I'm having. Now you can see when I save it and then come back here, when I say about 0, am I able to get a message or not? Tell me. Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now you can see when I give, let's say, 1, if I'll be giving Shrikant and click on OK, message sent, and you can see one new message. When user has given another name and then give or else any message, you can see two new messages. And after that, suppose let's say if I'll be giving in another and then say okay, now you can see message sent. We have 3 messages. When I give, let's say 10, if I'll be writing and I click on OK, now you can see 4 messages, something like that. So that is the main reason where we can go with that particular pipe. I18 plural, what it will do? It will connect with the map and get the, what I can say, based on the length or based on the count, it will be displaying it to the user. That is how it is going. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Now, maybe a simple requirement, additional what I can do. So far, like when user click on it, we are not doing anything. I just wanted to write a simple functionality for that one as well. So what I can do, let's say, here, for this button only, I'm writing a simple functionality here. When user click on it, I'll be writing something like show click. And here what I can do, just let's copy that and then paste it over there. When user click on the show, then what we wanted to do, we just wanted to display this dot. We have show message is available. Okay, show message is equal to, suppose let's say this dot show message is equal to true, then what I can do, I'll make it as a false, I can say. Else I'll make it as a true, that what I can give. That's it. Did you understand what I have done? Suppose if it is true, I'll make it as false. If it is false, I'll make it as true on click of this particular button. And after that, what I can do, I'm going to display that particular one also. So for that reason, what I can do, after coming to the button, Okay. Okay. I'll be doing one thing here. Okay. Let's take another span tag and where I can give the class as going to be, let's say badge I can give. And after that, background dark I can say. And after that, position, okay, absolute. And then let me write and 0. After that, I guess top 0. And then rounded, I can give 1. And then rounded circle. That's it. Right. This is how it is. Now I wanted to get the count over here. So let's copy that and then display it over here and save it. And then you can see how it is going to be. This is how, just to get this one, we have this much logic. And after that, I'm going to display the messages as well when user click on the button so that I can say add div. And for this one, I'm giving the margin top as going to be 4. And this div has to be displayed only if this message is going to be true. So message is true, then only I want to display. Otherwise, I don't want to display anything to the user. Now what I can do, I'll be giving something like UL and the class is going to be list unstyled. Okay, list unstyled. I'll be taking a H3, your messages. And after that, I'll be displaying all the messages to the user. Maybe I can give star ng for is equal to let item of, we have the messages property, is available. I'll be getting it and then display the message that what we are having. That's it, it's done. This is full-fledged application. Right now we have 0. Now what I can do, welcome to Angular, that what I can say, send. Now you can see I'm having one notification over here. And at the same time, I am Srikanth is another message. When I say okay, message sent. And after that, maybe I can give, let's say I'm teaching Angular 15 and say, yes, I'm able to see like that. Now, right now we have 3. When user click on here, you can see your messages are going to be welcome to Angular at 7:59, 20 a.m. And well, I am Srikanth at 7:59, 30. I am teaching Angular 15 at 7:59, 42. Again, if user click on here, then it will be disabled. Did you understand how to work with I18 plural? If you practiced with a different example, it's okay. But as I told you from very beginning, it's all about understanding the concept. That is important. If you do with like different example, I really appreciate you. Okay, na?
Yes, sir.
Hope this is clear, right, for everyone?
Yes, sir.
Well, okay. And the next one is going to be very good. Thank you. And the next one is going to be after this, we have like one concept which is pending. That is what we call it as a custom pipe. Now, what is mean by a pipe and how we are going to define a pipe over? As I told you, if you can see any pipe, like whatever might be, it is basically what? You can see there, export to declare. Now what it is? A pipe is a, tell me what is a pipe? Tell me guys. Hello?
It's used to transform the data.
Right. Okay, that's okay. But coming to the practical implementation, now you can see when I go with
TypeScript
IIT,
class.
very good. A pipe is a TypeScript class, I can say. Simple term, a pipe is a TypeScript class, I can say. And every pipe should inherit from a class that is going to be pipe transform. Okay, that means every pipe you can take. We have seen like around 10 to 15 pipes that are available in the Angular. Every pipe you can see, it is inherited from pipe transform interface. And pipe transform interface, okay, interface is having a method that is what we call it as a transform method. A method that we have, that is transform method, and by using that we are able to write the custom logic. We are able to write the custom logic. That is how it is going. Understand? Understand? Tell me. And also, we can create a custom pipe with or without parameters. That means you can have a parameter or you may not to have a parameter. That's up to you. And the last point is going to be to create a pipe with the help of Angular CLI. We use what? I can say simply ng, g for generate, p for pipe. Okay, ng, generate, and what we are going to generate pipe. And here you can give a name of the pipe. Or else like there is another command where you can write something like this, ng, g for the generator. Okay, G for generator, and then we have P for the pipe, and then you can give name of the pipe. Understood? Tell me. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right. Now what I want to do, I'll create a simple pipe over here by generating it from that CLI only, so that I can go to here. And always the good programming practice is what? Create a separate folder under the tab folder with the name pipes. Because a project can have n number of custom pipes that's based on the requirement. So that is the reason where always it's better to maintain a separate folder in order to create it. Now in the pipes folder, I'll right click and open with that integrated terminal where I can give the command prompt, and I'll be writing a pipe over there. ngg, G for generate, and P for pipe, and the name of the pipe. So what pipe we wanted to create? Let's say sentence is the pipe. Hyphen skip hyphen test, that what I can do. Okay. Now you can see, you can observe that the sentence pipe. Now what we are having here, you can see import pipe and then pipe transform from Angular / core library. And pipe is basically what it is. It is a class, as I told you, which must be implements from pipe transform interface, right? And here you can see pipe transform interface is having one method, that is what we call it as a transform method, right? Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
So transform method is having optional arguments here. Now what these arguments will do, the first argument will be used to get the value where the pipe has been applied. Now what I want to do, I'll be taking water, this particular pipe, and maybe you can go with like, any example that existing one. Maybe I can go with the app components HTML over there. And here what I can do, I'll be taking something like H3. And here I just wanted to display some message to the user. So how I can display the message, it's a quite simple message that what I can do. So quite simple one. Let's do one thing. I'll go to here, public, okay, wish that what I can say, and the type is going to be the string is equal to hello, how are you? How are you? I'm just displaying this message. So how I can do that? Just simply, I'll come back here and I can give something like this. Now what I want to do is I'm going to transform generally like how it is going to be displayed. I'll go to my app module and here I'll be invoking app component, and after that I'll go to my index.html. Instead of using that, app hyphen root is the one that what I'm having. When I save it and then come back to here, I'm able to see like, the whole output over there. Now you can see it is showing me, hello, how are you? Fine. But now what I just want to do, I'm going to convert this particular one into what? A sentence. So how I can do that? I am going to apply a pipe here. I'm going to apply a pipe here. So how to apply the pipe? I'm using the pipe symbol. And here you can see the name can be any name. And here I'm having the sentence as the name. So that what I can do, I'll be using the sentence over here. Now what we have done, I apply my sentence pipe to this particular property, and this property is having the value. That value we can get by using the first parameter. Understood? The first parameter, what it will do, it will get the value so that I can give a string type value, and also I'm going to return a string only over here, and I don't want to return the null value, rather I can return something else. Otherwise you don't need to give even these types also. Now this value, what it will do, it will get the value from the property where your pipe has been attached. Understood? Tell me. Now after that, the logic is, as I told you, it's completely based on your requirement. Maybe I can say the first character is equal to, okay, how we can get it? I can get it from the value dot char at is the function. When I give 0, it will get the first character. After that, maybe I can say where rest characters, okay, rest characters is equal to, I'm going to have the value dot, maybe I can give substring is available, okay, and I'm writing one that what I can give. And after that, let's say where sentence is equal to, now the first character should be at uppercase, and then I can give the rest of the characters to here. So what I can do, I'll be taking the first character that we are having dot to uppercase, and then I'll be writing the rest characters. Okay, rest of the characters dot to local lower, whatever that means, to lowercase that what I can give, and finally I'm going to written the sentence that what I have. Now you can observe that before applying the pipe and after applying the pipe, you can see. I'm just removing this one and save it. And you can see, hello, how are you is the message that we have, right? Now you can see everything here is a lowercase. Everything here is a lowercase. But what I am trying to do, I'm going to get the value which is available from here, and then I can apply the pipe, that is the sentence pipe. Now what sentence pipe will do? The first character will get converted into that uppercase, and the remaining character will get converted into the lowercase. Srikanth, but you have written like that only, but you can give. Maybe I can say how, okay, YOU. Everything is something like this, right? Now you can see, if I'll be removing the sentence pipe and save it, now you can see, hello, how are you? But when I'm giving a pipe that is going to be the sentence and save it, and then you can see, am I able to get that custom functionality here or not? Tell me. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You understand? Tell me.
Yes, sir.
Any questions, please? Pardon. Any questions here on the requirement? So like how you are going to build or how you are going to get the requirement, that's completely depend on, like, it's completely depend on you only. Okay, I'm giving a simple assignment on this custom pipe. Let's say 850. Let's say I have a requirement. I'm going to have something like this public, okay, assignment. And the assignment is going to be, I have some employees list here where I can say employees, okay, employees that what I can give. And here, so the first one is going to be the name. Maybe I can say Srikanth. And after that, I'll be having another one that is going to be the gender. I can say something like male. And copy this and then giving it over here. I'll be writing something like Harita, and here I'll write female. Okay. And after that, I'll be writing some name over here. Okay. And then I can give a gender over there, and the gender is going to be male I can give. So generally, like how we are going to display this data, tell me. How you are going to display this data, tell me. By using what?
ngFor.
Right, very good. If you can use an ngFor and take a table, then you can display like this name and then following with the gender, and you're going to display something like Srikanth as the name. And after that, I'll be giving the gender as going to be male. And after that, I'm getting Harita and as the female. But now this is how it is displaying, right? Yes or no? This is
Yes,
how
sir.
it is displaying. Now, what is your assignment is going to be, create a custom pipe, and what that pipe needs to do, if it is going to be a male, then before the name, you have to display the Mr. And if it is going to be a female, there you have to display what? Okay, there you have to display Miss over there. Understood? That means here it has to be like this. And here it is male, so that it has to be like that. Clear now?
Yes,
That
sir.
means create a custom pipe, and based on the gender, male and female, If it is a male, you can give Mr. before the name. If it is a female, you can give Miss before the name. That is your requirement. Okay, that's the requirement. And just create a custom pipe and then complete this particular.
Yes.
Right.
Sir, when this transform method will be called exactly?
No, whenever you apply the pipe here, then what it will do is it automatically calls the transform method. It not call explicitly, it is an automatic process.
Okay.
Okay. Yep.
And the first argument it will take as wish. And what if we have more than one or?
No, we cannot apply right. Generally speaking, pipe you can see in this example, we apply like different pipe, but we applied single property only, right? Then no issues. We can't have like multiple. Okay, right. So just yes, please go ahead. So now what I can do is the next concept that what we are going to discuss here is component communication. Component communication. This is very important concept that we are going to learn today. So generally, as I hope you know that Angular is completely made up with the help of a tree of components, right? Any
Yes, sir.
Angular application or else Angular application is having tree of components. So that means I have like, let's say, app component. That is what the app root is available. And inside that app root, maybe you can have another one, let's say pipes. Is the one. And then maybe you can close the pipes. And again, inside the pipe also, maybe you can have another component. That means it's completely a component-based architecture, and one component can be inside the another component and inside another component. Like that, we have different components that are available. Now, generally, what is the purpose of the component? A component can be used for the reusability. Am I right? A component can be used for reusability. Reusability. So that is the main reason where you can create like different components over there. Now what I want to do, the challenging task here is going to be one component should connect with another component and share the data. This is what we call it as component communication. Understood? That means I have like one component and that component has to be share the data to another component. So how we can do that? So to do that one, we have like different properties are available. Those are what we call it as @ input and the second one @ output. Is transform method is a return function. Transform method is a function, then it should have the return type. Yes, it should. I told you like in here, we have the type inference is available, right? You can see what type it is assigned. Satya, what type it was assigned? That means based on the written statement that you people are having, automatically the type is assigned. You need not to explicitly do that. It is not quite understood. Right. Now you can see here, like one component should connect with another component and it has to share the data. So how we can do that? How it can be done? How it can be done? So to provide the communication, between the component, we use three approaches. The first one is going to be by using @input properties, and the second one is going to be @output is available, and the third one is going to be by using services. Okay, by using what? Services, I can say. So that means we can provide the communication or we can share the data from one component to another component. Okay. So one component to another component. There, what you can do, we can be, we will be having what? Three ways. One is @input, another one is @output, and the third one is going to be by using services we can do. Now, what exactly, @input? @input is used to transport the data from parent to child. Okay, I can say that it is used to transport the data, okay, it is used to transport the data from parent to child, I can say, from parent to child component. When I say about @input, output, it is used to transport the data from child to parent, I can say. It is used to transport the data from child to parent, I can say. And what is the service? It is used to transport the data between any components. That means any component, it might be, doesn't matter. If at all, if you wanted to share the data, that means even if they are in a relation or not there in a relation, either it is a parent component or it is a child component, or it is not in a relation, whatever it might be, if at all, if you wanted to share the data, there you can go with the service mechanism. So what is the purpose of @input? It is used to transport the data from parent to child. What is @output? @output is used to what? Share the data from child to parent. And third option is going to be by using service. Clear na? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. We will see an example like how we are going to work with this one. Now, what I want to do.
Sir, in
Yes.
custom type, only we have transform method or any other methods are available?
I didn't get. Come again.
Sir, in transfer, like custom types, we have transform method, right?
Hmm.
So any other methods are available or only transform method we have to?
That interface is having only one method.
Okay, sir.
Because let's say if it contain like any other method, whenever if you are inheriting from a class, let's say you can see if pipe transform is having any other method, then definitely it should show some error here, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? See, if I'm not writing anything with respect to the transform, I'll be writing something like control KC. Now you can see it gives me an error. What is that error? Read it once. The class sentence pipe incorrectly implements that interface, that is pipe transform. Because what is mean by an interface in general? An interface is a contract between itself and its derived classes. Now, what is
Yes,
that
sir.
contract here? interface will provide some rules and regulations, and the derived class must follow that and then provide the implementation. So that if you inherit an interface, then you must have to provide the implementation. You must have to provide the implementation. If you are not giving any implementation, then it will throw you an error. Understand?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hello. Start with the syntax that is transporting the data from parent to child. That is my requirement. That means parent to child. That means let's say here I have a parent component. How I can have app hyphen, maybe I can say that parent is my component. Okay. App hyphen parent is my component. Let's say app hyphen parent is my component I can give. And this parent component is having a child component, that is app hyphen child is the component that what I am having, and I am writing something like this: app hyphen child is the component that what I can say. Right? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
Right?
Yes, sir.
This is how it is going to be. Now, in this scenario, so the first thing that what we are going to discuss is transporting the data, transporting the data, transporting the data from parent to child, parent to child. So this is the one that what we are going to discuss. That means I have, like, my parent component, and parent component is giving some data. I wanted to share that to the child component. That means parent component is giving the data, and that can be accessed in the child component. So how I can do that one? For that reason, what we can do is we have to create a property with the help of @input in the child component. Now what it will do, when I create an @input and then the property, it is ready to accept the data from the parent. It is ready to accept the data from the parent. That means how we can do that one, how we can do that. I'll be writing step-by-step process so that it will be easy for you. So the first one is going to be, what you need to do is, step one. What is step one here? Create a property in child component, that can accept the input from parent, that can accept that input from the parent. So the very first thing is that one. So how to create the property? How to create a property? It's quite simple. First, you need to import an input over here, and where it is available? It is available under @Angular/core is the library where you can have it. And then what I can do, I'm using @input over there. And after that, I'll be writing something like public. I'll write something message from parent, I can say, which is of type string, is equal to, I'm initializing with some empty value. Did you understand what I have done? So the first step is going to be what? Create an input property. How to create? @input decorator, and then general property public, and I'm creating message from the parent. That is how it is. Now, once if it is done, now in step number two, what I can do, I'm going to send the data, okay, by using attribute binding, that what I can say. So how I can do that one? Simply, I am using app hyphen child, and here you can just give the name that what you people wants to have, and then following with the message that what we are going to send. Both together you can give like this. And here I can say app hyphen child. That's it. Now how I can use it? Just let me show you with an example. So I'll be go to the projects folder. Otherwise, let's stop this debugging. Clear the screen. NGG application. And here it is going to be component communication. Yes, CSS. Right. Now I'll go to my component communication. Let's create two components over here. One is the parent component. Another one is going to be the component. Okay. Did you understand? Tell me. So
Yes,
one
sir.
is the parent component. Another one is going to be the child component. So that I can right click on here and open with that integrated terminal where I can give the CMD and here ngg C for the component, and I can create a component that is going to be parent hyphen skip hyphen test that what I can give. This is the one. And after that, I'll be having another one also here, that is a child that what I can say. Let's have the child component. Oh, sorry. NGGC child component. Child component hyphen skip hyphen test that what I can. Right. So there are two components I have created. One is parent, another one is the child component. Okay, very good. Now what you need to do, the child component should have a property that needs to accept the data from the parent. That is what I told you. And before that, what I can do, I'm in a parent component, and from this parent component, I'm going to inherit or get the child component so that I can give the child component. I'm invoking my child component to here, right? Yes or no? Right. Now, what I just wanted to do here is, what I just want to do here is, I'll go to my child components HTML. Sorry, I'll go to my child component where it is going to be. I'll go to my child component, and in the child component.ts file, let me create a property that is going to be @input. You can see that @input, where it is available. It is available under @Angular/core library @input. And here you can write the property name. Any property name you can create. Maybe I can say message from parent that what I can give, and the type is going to be the string, and where I can give an empty string right now at this point. Understood? Understood.
sir.
Tell me.
Uh,
Okay.
Sorry,
Right.
is @ input is a decorator?
It's a kind of decorator only. Yes. It's a decorator only generally. You can see that the decorator that marks a class field as an input property and supplies, you can see that, and supplies, okay, configuration metadata. The input property is bounded to the DOM property in a template. During the change detection, Angular automatically updates the data property on the DOM's value. They have given like, in a different approach, but I can say that simply it is used to accept the data from the parent. Simply I can say. So that is the reason I use an @input over. Okay.
The
I
default
use not
value we have to initialize, like
what?
empty string. Like a default value, you are initializing a string after that equal to empty string. Like,
Because like right now I'm not having anything, but when this has to be sent, the parent needs to send the value, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
Parent
Yes,
has
sir.
to send the value. That is where I'm just creating some property and the property is going to be message from parent. Just I'm creating some property, but that property should be decorated with the help of @input. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Right. Very good. Now what I want to do, the parent has to send the data. So how the parent will send the data here? I'm just creating, go to my parent component. First, I'll prepare a message here. So how I can prepare the message? Maybe I can say public message is equal to, or else message of type string, and I'm initializing like this. I'll be creating just like for our understanding purpose. What I can do is, okay, just for understanding purpose, what I can do, I'm going to create, I'm going to write a simple code here. Let's take a div where it is contains the class that is going to be container hyphen fluid, that what I can say. And after that, I'm giving like padding 4 and the margin 3, that what I can give. And the background is going to be dark, that what I can say. And after that, the text is going to be white. I guess we are not included what? We haven't included the bootstrap. Maybe I can add that one as well. I'll be using an import URL here. I'm sorry, import URL, and where I can give like this. Now you can see we have the node module, and there I have the bootstrap over here, and then this CSS, and I can go with the bootstrap.css is the one. And after that, I'll be having an import URL where I can give node module, and there I can say that bootstrap icon, and I can go with the font and then CSS. That's it. And save it. Now you can see. Okay. Now you can see in my parent component HTML, I'll just prepare like, something like this. And now what I want to do, I'm going to prepare a simple button over here. I'm taking a H2, let's say parent container. It's a parent container. Okay, parent container, I can say. Understand, it's a parent container. Now what I want to do is I'm going to create a button. Let's have the button. When user click on this button, okay, when user click on this button, I'm going to send click. I'm just writing some function over here that is send. Now here what I can do, send or else, okay, send message to child, I can say. Just it's a button. I created a button, and that button is going to be like this. Now here what I can do, I'll be writing send click. When user send click, I'm just sending some hard-coded message. This message from parent component. I'm just writing something like this. Srikanth, what type of values we can send? It doesn't matter that like what values you're going to send. You can send any value, that's up to you. Now what I can do, I'm going to execute this app parent here so that I can go to my index.html and I can say app-parent I can give. And from that app-parent, I'll be taking this parent component and just execute that particular one. Now you can see this is how it is going. And then let's execute ngs-o -project is equal to, I can say that component communication. Okay. Now say okay. Now it is executing. Right now we have done only one step. Just we created what? Step number 1 only. Okay. That means you can see here my parent component, just it's a button. Okay, it's a button that what I'm having. Now here, like you can see, what step we have done. We have done like only one step. What we have done, tell me, you can see that. Create a property in the child component that can accept the data from the parent. So that in the child component, I created what? @input, and I have given a property name something like a message from parent as the name I have given. And parent component is preparing some data, and this message I just wanted to give it to my child. So how I can give this particular message to the child? How I can give this particular
Exactly.
message to the child? By using the second step, you can see now. What is the second step I mentioned here? You can see that. What is the second step? Send the data by using an attribute. By using what? Attribute binding. That means what I can do here, I'll be using an attribute binding, and by using that, which property we have created in the child component. You can see that in child component, I created message from parent is equal to which data we wanted to send. I'm sending this message so that you can give it over there. That's it. Understood? Tell me. That is
Yes, sir.
step number. Now you
Sir,
can
once
see.
again explain.
Yeah, I'll explain one more. Now you can see that output here. When I go to here, right now the child work, when user has clicked on here, now it is sending the data, but we haven't
Sir, we did
displayed
not
the
bind
data.
it.
But we haven't what?
We did not bind the data in the child component.
I'm not getting. Come again, please.
Yes, sir. That's same. Yeah. From here, we have to bind the data interpolation.
Okay. Yes. So div class is going to be the container, and I'm giving the padding 4. And after that, VG hyphen light that what I can give. And after that, text hyphen dark that what I can say. And at the same time, let's give some style over here. And the style is going to be height, which is around, I can say 200 pixel. And here I can say that H3, okay, child container that what I can say. And after that, let me have a button. And when user, okay, I'm just having a button, nothing apart from that. Later I can add something to that. Now I'll take a paragraph tag, and in the child component, we created a property that is a message from parent or something. Now you can save it, and there you can see, observe that how it is going to be. It's a child container. When user click on here from the parent container, am I able to get the message to the child or not? Tell me. Yes or no?
Yes.
But how I am able to see that message here? How I am able to get that message? 2 steps only. Step number 1 is what? Create an input property. Step number 2 is going to be send the data by using attribute binding. So now what I can do? Now parent component you can take. A parent component is having the data. See this, what data? It contains a message. And what it is having? This message from component, or else parent component is the message that what it is having. Now this data, I am trying to share it to my child component, right? Yes or no? That is my requirement. So first I prepare the data. Second is what? You can see actually like preparation of data is not writing here as a step. Now this step is important. Create a property in the child component that can accept that input from the parent. So for that reason, what I have done, I am using importer, okay, input from Angular/core library. So that what I can do, you can just observe that. Let's come back here. Now in the child component, I created a property that is this one. And this is of what type? @input, I guess. Understood? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. And after that, what we have done, we are just displaying that message to the user. and from where we are getting the data from the parent. So that go to the parent component TS, and when user click on it, then I'm going to send it by using this particular one, message from parent. Any questions, please tell me. Any data it might be, if there is a relation between parent and child, and from the parent, if you wanted to send the data to the child, there you can go with attribute bind.
Sir, can we send like methods from parent to child in functions?
And this is right now. No, methods we can't. Methods we can't. Only the data we can, but methods we cannot. For that reason only, we have the services.
Okay, sir.
We can have the services, and by using service, we can do whatever we want. Okay. Anyone, any questions? Okay, I'll take it as no questions. Now it's time for sharing the data from parent to, sorry, child to parent. That means child is having some data and I wanted to send it to the parent. That is my requirement. Okay. So to do that one, okay, what's the time? It's 8:48. Okay, let's discuss that tomorrow, maybe.